All right, no, I haven't been crying. I just got out of a dentist appointment, so my face is all numb and sore, and I'm about to go to San Diego because I'm picking up some new boards for Waltz. Yeah, busy day. I thought I was gonna go yesterday. Turns out I had to wait. This is a part of the story that you don't need to know. Basically, the mission today is to go down to San Diego for like 20 minutes and bring the boards back to Long Beach. This is the corner of my room. This is where I've been storing kind of Waltz stuff. These stickers, just kind of stuff. I don't want you to see the rest of my room because it's a total mess right now. After today, we're gonna have a huge change in Waltz in that we'll be actually shipping all of our product from a different location. So I'm gonna show you the new boards and also take you to our new facility, which sounds really cool and legitimate when I say it out loud, but in my head, I still kind of feel like a child wearing a suit, flapping the arms because your fingers don't stick out from underneath the sleeves. So off to San Diego to get some boards.
2,000 years later.
All right, so I'm finally back. That was like 5 hours on the road in total. And this is the new board. You'll see product photos in a minute because I'm actually gonna show you how I go about shooting product photos and setting up completes and all that. But we're also, oh, the sun's on my eyes, at the new facility, is what we're gonna call it, right? This is Courtney. He's the best. So if you want to check this out, we got all the boxes of boards right here, as well as, can I name your company? And adult skateboards, which are super rad. I didn't just hit that. These are street shapes. I don't sell these. I'm not affiliated with this company at all, but I think they're rad. We're out of the bedroom finally, and we're gonna be shipping out of here now. That's basically it.
Yep.
Now time to take some photos.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's skateboards.
That was a mess. Well, here they are. This is a really confusing midpoint to a video. So this is the Corgi, the descending Corgi. It's a mini freestyle deck. It's double kick, and I'll be talking about it more very soon. But basically, we sponsored Yuta Fuji, this kid. At that point, we sent him some of our 7.5-inch full-size freestyle boards, and he was like, I love it, but it's too big. And we were like, it makes sense, because you're 12. So we were like, you know, we should make a smaller board. People wanted smaller freestyle boards from us, and I mean, me and Daniel like big boards, but not everybody does. I also really want to make some Japanese reference art on it. I don't know, it's a Corgi. I also love Corgis, if you know me. But yeah, we're gonna photograph this. If you can't tell, we have a really DIY setup here. And the way I shoot photos of our decks for the website and completes for the website, all the products that we have for the most part, is with this sort of DIY rig that's partly inspired by Brian Ames and a very special video of how he shoots every Revive catalog.
All right, today I'm wrapping up the bulk of the photography for the Revive Spring 17 board catalog. So I'm going to be photographing these boards and the apparel that go with it.
I kind of use that. However, I don't have flashes because I never take photos. I never do flash photography. And I don't want to go out and buy flashes because this works. So I have these soft light boxes. These things, these are like video light boxes, kind of cheapo ones I got online. They work great for the video stuff that I do. And they're just bright enough that if I use this camera here, it looks good enough with an open shutter and with a high-ish ISO that I can shoot in, you know, this kind of lighting. The photos turn out pretty good. I'm happy with them. No one has complained, and they look semi-professional. Anyway, I'm gonna set one of these puppies up. Puppies. I didn't even mean to say it like that. And I'm gonna show you what these are gonna look like on the website. All right, let's do this. My back hurts. So the Corgis are gonna come with bullet trucks, Waltz freestyle wheels, independent bearings, and just your assorted hardware. They're also gonna get Venom bushings. So I'm not a huge fan of stock bushings in boards, so we're gonna actually swap out the standard bushings that come in bullet trucks with our Venom bushings that we have. I just love Venoms. They're good, they're hard as heck. So if you're a beginner freestyler, and that's what these are meant for, they're meant for beginner freestylers, you're not going anywhere. You won't be like weebling and wobbling all around. You also don't have to worry about buying your own bearings, bushings. We want to do a lot of the work for you so you can just go out and skateboard. That's cool. All right, so here we go. This is the full setup right now. All the stuff you need to get out and riding right out of the box. I cut myself open, and right now we're gonna set this up and get these photos done with completes and then the decks, because completes are harder in my opinion. I wanna knock this out sooner. All right, so before anybody says, man, this looks janky as heck, I know. And that's fine with me, because the product at the end of the day, the actual photos themselves that we get, look good to me. They work for what we need. And if this isn't already DIY enough, check this out. I have a strand of fishing line going across these two stools, and this is how I get my shadow. So I can actually lean the board up against it, and it kind of maintains this look. So I kind of have that shadowing on both sides of the board. So one thing that I struggle with generally when I'm doing these types of photo things, I have to make sure that the board is completely flat at me, and I'm getting a shot of the board, you know, positioned like this and not aimed towards me or away from me, because it kind of distorts the shape. And one thing that I really want to show off when I'm taking photos of decks or completes or whatever is the shape of the board, right? And this shape of this board, out of the light, is pretty symmetrical. It's actually completely symmetrical, and it has this really cool taper, whereas it looks kind of like it might be a street shape. It really isn't, because street shapes generally have really wide noses and no real taper or roundness to them. These combine a traditional street mini shape, and it melds it with the tail shape from our previous model. But yeah, I think I got what we need. I'm gonna go import all these photos and see what we got, and I'll be sharing them with you so you can check out what this shape looks like, yo. All right, world, so it's a day later. I got some progress on these boards. We got 5 completes ready to go, and now I'm gonna take a break, honestly, because I don't have to drop these off quite yet at our fulfillment center, our shipping center. I'm actually gonna go skate one that I set up a while ago for myself as a sample before we knew that this was the shape we wanted to use, and show you what I can do and what you can hopefully do on one as well. But yeah, this is kind of the inner workings of Waltz right now, and the way that right now, before contests and before all this crazy stuff happens, how I'm trying to get everything together so that you'll have boards to ride again. Sweet. Now some skating. No more talking. Let's do it. So that was a little mini session on the Corgi. Again, it's 7.4 inches wide, 12.4 inch wheelbase, 6-inch nose and tail, which are very much symmetrical, just flat enough for some pogo and truck transfer tricks like you saw me doing, but still pretty round. I'm definitely not as used to this size of a board as I am used to the 775 Munster shape, the shape that we use for our other skate decks and completes. But this is an amazing board for people who are just getting into freestyle, who need something a little bit smaller, something more compact and maneuverable. Not only is it smaller, but the concave is a bit steeper. It's more like a traditional street concave, which is really nice if A, you're used to street boards, and B, if you're smaller and need something that's gonna flip faster, because this is a lot more responsive. But for now, putting this aside, let me get back to practicing on my regular board. Actually, before I do that, I gotta go home and do some more inventorying and folding t-shirts and all the boring stuff that goes into running Waltz. But until next time, keep dancing. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, if you like seeing me set up all my stuff for Waltz and seeing the inner workings of it. If not, I'll just keep doing it in the shadows. We'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.